for our final show ever with special guest Robert Downey Sr. We've got Cholesterol Carousel, Audience of One is all your eminently Allan Havey Comedy Channel.
Hi, welcome to Night After Night. I'm Allan Havey. Glad you could join us on this Tuesday, January 15th, 1991. And it's exciting to be back, not only because I just took a vacation, I'm back on Walrus and Tam, but Nick is here, and my old buddy. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fine.
Did you have a good week?
Very good week down in Grenada.
You look rested and tanned and very well.
I just feel good. I just feel good. And not only that, but this, unfortunately for you fans, this is our very last show of Night After Night.
Alas, all good things come to an end.
Well, I mean, but it's been fun. I mean, we've been in television for over a year now.
Over a year.
So that's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
It lasted longer than
100 and how many? I mean, gee.
Oh, God, I don't know. I have
a lot more shows than some of the most popular. 170 shows.
Well, 77, the lucky number to end with.
Yeah.
Double sevens. That's great. That's great. Today is Tuesday, January 15, 1991. 2 hours to the UN deadline for Iraqi forces to leave Kuwait. So hopefully someone will come to their senses and we won't have a war over there. I saw some kids in Times Square the other day protesting the war, you know, no blood for oil, and they had on their, you know, little Jordache outfits and, you know, Ralph Lauren stuff, and I rolled down the window to the cab and I said, make sure you're home in time for dinner. You know, it was, you know. Also, they had a party last night in L.A., Young Artists Against the War. It was at a nightclub.
Judd Nelson threw it.
Huh?
Judd Nelson.
Did he
no,
throw
I'm
it?
guessing.
No, but it was people
I'm taking a wild guess, and I think Judd Nelson was involved.
It was the Judd Nelson motif. It was, you know, the conversations were like, you know, no blood for oil and have you tried the brie? You know, that kind of thing.
They also raised money, $50 a pop for how many beans you could stuff up Judd's nostrils. Raised a lot of money.
Yeah, I think
a lot of money.
176, I think, which is ironic because we're a 177th show. They tried to get one more bean up his nose.
What a spooky cycle that is.
Yeah, that is. It all comes back. It all comes back around. Today's birthdays. Lloyd Bridges is 78 years old. Charles is 40. I doubt it. I sincerely doubt it. Chuck Berry is 60. Maybe Charles is a 40D. I would accept that, but she's not 40. Chuck Berry is 65, the king of rock and roll. And as much as I love Elvis, Chuck Berry to me is a king. Wouldn't you agree with that, Nick?
He's inarguably one of the kings.
Who is the king, though? Who would be
it's a hard call. Little Richard, Chuck Berry, Jerry Lee. Elvis isn't really the king because he came after these guys in my book.
Yeah, but I think Chuck Berry was the first. I mean, you know, for the sound. That is rock and roll. Joe Morandi agrees with me on camera.
Yeah, you know, nobody could argue that.
You know, Joe, that's what I like about you. Not only do you shag a good shot, but you just nod your head, and I know what's going on. And you look great in the silhouette there with Nick. You should see the shot. It's a Hitchcockian.
I'm looking at the shot.
Yeah.
This is how...
Oh, you can see it in the camera.
The shot again. This is how he get murdered in the movie.
Wait. Hey, hey, hey! Like Nick killed me. Are you done, Nick?
Yeah, back to you, Al.
Thanks. I'm glad we're getting along so well.
Yeah, we had a little tension last time.
Yeah, that's okay. It's forgotten. Now. Margaret O'Brien is 54. You want to come to San Diego with me? I'm doing a little thing down there.
I'd love to.
Okay.
SeaWorld, right?
Yeah.
Great. Orca.
Margaret O'Brien is 54, and Martin Luther King Jr. would have been 62 years old. Is the holiday this Monday? Mm-hmm. So everybody has Monday off except you people in Arizona. We're going to come over and horsewhip you out in your front yard. 17 years ago today, Happy Days premiered. So we end when Happy Days premiered.
Scary stuff.
Yeah, it sure is. And it was 17 again.
You know what's really weird is that unfortunately next week when we were originally scheduled to do shows that we're not doing anymore, we had booked Donnie Most.
Isn't
that weird?
That's bad. But he's doing a state fair, so everything's cool.
He's preceding you in the Orca Theater.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Donnie rides Orca for a living.
You know, we're talking about hopefully there will be no war, and if you're watching this in like the next night, or if this is a repeat show and there's a war going on, we don't know about it because we're doing this, as I said, on the 15th of January. But hopefully there will be no more. But last night, the nitwits at ABC News had Peter Jennings. Anybody see this? Peter Jennings on a map in a studio of the Mideast, and he's like, it was just like, well, see, Iraq's over here, and over here we have Jordan, and we'll see over there. And he looked like Stubby K on Shenanigans. He's just kind of hopping around. Well, if we get over here, if we bomb here, and it was the most asinine thing I have ever seen in my life. It made no sense to me. And
yeah, he tapped through Kuwait, and then he did a sand dance in Iraq. Sandman Sims.
Okay, that's 51% you got?
I believe I'm right around 70 right now.
Well, it's a good thing it's the last show, because I think a lot of people would be canned now. And not only that, we have get back to me, Dave. Okay. Aye, aye, sir. I love that. He's already in the ship thing. He's got his little HMS Pinafore outfit on today.
He's heard the rumor that we're going to be on the Carnival Cruise Channel.
But I guess anybody can do anything. This is the last day here. And as our very last audience, member of one, we have all the way from Michigan, Mr. Rod Russell. Rod Russell is here. So, hi, how you doing, Rod? Now, don't applaud him. He's supposed to applaud us. Rod, how you doing?
I'm doing real good, Alan.
Yeah, how's everything out there? You live in Acme, Michigan?
Acme, Michigan.
That's, of course, where the coyote in the Roadrunner cartoons got all those little contraptions out there in Acme. And what do you do out there?
I'm a professional game show contestant.
No, it says here. See, this is what happens. People on the show who aren't professional comedians try to be funny. They become hurt and injured. They don't have the proper headgear. It says here you're a pavement maintenance specialist. Is that true?
Well, that's a sideline.
Now, what is that? You go to a sidewalk and make sure everything's okay?
Basically, yeah.
Is it?
I maintain pavement.
You maintain pavement?
How
in the hell do you do that? You just kind of sponge it or a little bit?
It's an exciting field, but, pavement needs to be maintained.
A little moisturizer?
It's mainly like sweeping, things like that.
Oh, I see. Okay, all right. And you watch the show?
I do.
What is that? Okay. That sounds like we're married now, and I do. And, it says here what you like best about the Night After Night is the golden voice of the late Nick Bakay. Well, just a little joke there. And what you like least about Night After, the host seems a bit self-indulgent.
Just an observation.
No, you were trying to be funny then. You weren't serious, were you?
Well, no, I was being serious, yeah.
Okay, Rod, that's it for your appearances on the show today. Take care. We got it. How much time do I have? 15 seconds. And you expect me to, like, shag the rest of this quality comedy? This is the last show. Can't you give me a break?
Can we give him a break?
No, they can't give me a break. No, we can't. Okay, I got about, what, 5 seconds now?
5, 4.
Oh, 3, 2? Okay, we'll be right back after. We got a good show tonight, and Robert Downey Sr. is going to be here. We'll be back after whatever.